Okay, so here's a basic demo on how to do ink line shading for your enrichment activity in Art 2 today. So as you can see, I've drawn some simple shapes here. I've got a cube, I've got a pyramid, and I've got a sphere. Now, some of the stuff you guys should remember from Art 1, but this is just kind of a little bit of how to do some line shading here, and to kind of give you something to do for this week, and something that will help in the future. Alright, so we'll do the cube first. So you see the light is hitting right about here, which means that the top part's going to be the brightest part, and the dark side is going to be here, and the little bit of a darker side, or a little bit of a lighter side is going to be here. So I'm going to start by laying in some diagonal strokes that kind of go with the face of the object. This now looks fairly dark. I'm going to do the same thing over here, but I'm actually going to change the direction of my stroke to make it go lighter, like this. And here's going to be darker still, especially here towards the bottom. And this side there's going to be a little bit of a darker area right here, so I'm going to overlap a little bit more lines here. And then there would be a cast shadow coming from here, which I'm not going to put in just yet, but I'll just put in a couple of lines there. Then I'm going to cast shadow from this object here. It's going to be kind of pointy because it's a pyramid. And this side's here is going to be very similar to this. Do strokes in this direction here. Notice I'm picking up my pen in between each mark. I'm not just squiggling. Darken that heavily there. When you guys give this a go, you can just work on computer paper, or if you've got your sketchbook, you can do it in your sketchbook too. So this side's going to be a little bit lighter. And I'd recommend a ballpoint pen as opposed to a roller ball for this, because you'll get pressure sensitivity out of the ballpoint pen, whereas a roller ball will just make a mark. Coming in dark in this, and then the cast shadow is going to be very dark too. Now onto the sphere. Now the highlight on the sphere is going to be hitting in an oval like this. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to lay in the shadow, and I'm going to kind of change the direction of my strokes as I go around the highlight area. Now, unlike with pencil shading on a sphere, this is a little bit less forgiving. Okay, it's a lot less forgiving. As I get around the tip of the highlight there, it's going to form into like a little crescent moon shape. If you guys look at this shape here, it almost looks like a dark crescent moon. Then I'm going to use light pen strokes to kind of work my way towards the highlight. I'm going to follow the contour of the sphere. Now I'm going to start darkening the core of the shadow. Just like this. then there's going to be a cast shadow behind it. Unlike with pencil shading, this is a much more visual blend as opposed to being an actual blend of physical on the surface. So what you're going to need to do is probably get some distance from this as you're working on it. Now, once you finish making, what I need you guys to do is make a pyramid, a cube, a sphere, and go ahead and make a cylinder, which the basic shape for that should be an oval like this, and two lines like this, and then a curved bottom and a cast shadow coming out from that, and I'll also make a cone like this, and the shading is going to come across the cone like this, on across, and the shading is going to go across the cylinder like this, obviously developed to this level here. So you guys will make one of each of these shapes on one piece of paper, and then there'll be instructions on how to upload to get these images to me after you're complete. I'm not going to have in progress stuff for this particular thing because this should be reviewed to y'all. So, but I will show you guys how to upload stuff for Canvas.